When I was younger, my parents were very adamant on me making sure that I was up to date on my vaccines, as well as I understood how important having a vaccine was, that in order for it to be able to help me fight against the deadly diseases, as well as to help boost up my immune system to be able to fight off those diseases. But many are not able to get these vaccines that I'm getting, that you're getting. All of these vaccines, there are people around the world who are not able to get them for many different reasons. The Gavi, which is a vaccine alliance organization, demands that people understand how important it is for people to have access to these vaccines in low-income countries. So what exactly is Gavi? Many people are in dire need of vaccines and are not able to get to them. According to Gavi.org, 2.3 million children die each year due to vaccine-preventable diseases. The demand for low-income countries to be able to have these resources and these life-saving vaccines is higher than ever, and we need to listen to their call. According to ncb.org.gov, vaccines are the centerpiece of preventative medicine, and they have been around, and they've been around for centuries and are the pinnacle of the health successes that the health medical area is very proud to be part of. According to Gavi.org, it was created in 2000. Gavi is an international organization that works toward their goal of creating equal access to unused and new vaccines to low-income countries, or essentially to the world's poorest countries. Their mission is to leave no one behind with immunization. So please help Gavi's mission and to help them be able to leave no one else behind. Children in low-income countries need vaccines to survive diseases that we in the U.S. have been able to survive for thousands of years. But you have to understand, we were able to survive these diseases because we got this vaccine. We have the resources to get to this vaccine. The low-income countries do not. According to healthaffairs.org, in 1990, 2.5 million children under the age of 5 died from vaccine-preventable diseases. Help from the World Health Organization, UNICEF, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They have all provided for funds to Gavi to help make sure that their mission becomes successful. WHO estimates that about $6 billion to $8 billion are needed annually to be able to successfully give everyone the vaccines in the low countries, to be able to provide for these immunization programs. In this graph, you can see these are all different kinds of organizations that are helping to achieve goals. So over time, we have increased the amount of funds that have been given to Gavi, but it is still not enough funds. According to healthaffairs.org, from 2010 to 2014, development vaccines for vaccination grew 8.3% due to the growth and creation of Gavi, which is incredible. According to gatesfoundation.org, they have donated $1.6 billion to help. Here in this graph, you are going to see that all of these over here are sources from different countries as well as different foundations to help provide for this cause. And on this side are the regions where they are putting towards their money. And in between are the banks that are the divide. Using the funds, they are the people giving out the funds, and they're the people that are being helped. You can be part of this help in saving lives by donating and supporting Gavi today. According to One.org, Gavi is more critical than ever, especially due to COVID-19 at this time. The time to advocate for Gavi is now. Gavi has helped immunize 760 million children and save 13 million children. Help countries struggling to maintain themselves enough to prosper themselves, to be able to have a light at the end of the tunnel, to see a benefit coming out of their country having these vaccines. Without Gavi, millions would have no protection against disease, and there would be no world that there is today. Deaths can be eliminated, and you can help. Countries need your help. Communities need your help. Gavi needs your help. Provide help during this time and help others. I am now open for questions. Yes, so they asked how I learned about GABE. So in high school, I was actually in a lot of health classes, and I first heard about GABE when I was researching all about vaccines and their benefits, and also trying to figure out why people would be anti-vaccine. And so I found out about GABE, and I listened to their mission, and I saw how what their goal was to be able to provide for low-income countries, and that really inspired me. And it got me thinking for this speech that during this time of COVID, these poor countries, I understand that they're not as high of a risk of COVID as they are in the US or something because they probably follow guidelines, but they still need this vaccine to be able to survive. And that by getting them that vaccine will be incredible, and by being able to help them get through this time is amazing. Thank you so much for listening to my speech, and I hope that you support GABE.